Hello everybody, Matt DeSalvo here, head of coaches and co-webmaster Whitestown Youth Hockey Association for 2015-2016. Decided to create a little tutorial for everybody, show you how to edit the website, update games, update events, things to that nature. So each individual team can kind of do some stuff on their own pages. Now keep in mind, your login, there's a login specific for each team. Your login will only be able to edit events and games and content on your own team page, nothing else. Also, please keep in mind that from the organization, please don't get too crazy with what you're doing. Don't change the layouts or anything like that. We'd greatly appreciate it. Please just stick to editing events and games and updating scores and photos and things of that nature. As for photos and videos, that brings me to one more point. Please do realize that there are photo releases that are on file with the organization, and some families opted to not want their photos of their children shared on our website. So before you post any videos or pictures, please contact the registrar and make sure that that particular player has a photo release saying it's okay to share their image or likeness or whatever it might be that you're putting on the website. Okay, so let's get started. First, of course, you're going to go to our website, whitestown.youthhockey.org. Once you're there, you're going to click login up here. As I said, each team is going to have their own separate login. I'll be using the Bantam login just for an example, and I will supply these passwords for you later as well. Click sign in, and you're back to the main page. Doesn't look any different, of course, except up here you'll see that your team is signed in. What you're going to want to do is go over here to the little sidebar here where all the pages are listed, including all the teams. Click your team. In this case, again, we're going to use Bantam. Once you get here, you'll see up here this little edit mode and user mode light switch. Click edit mode, and what do you know, it's going to open up the editing mode for your page. Now I'm going to start first with showing you how to add, edit, and maybe even delete events. Keep in mind, events are going to be different than games. Adding and modifying games is a little different. So if you're doing anything in games, you do not do it through the events tab. I will show you how to manipulate the games here in a minute. But for events, it could be anything such as a practice. You need to update a time, you need to cancel a practice, you need to add a practice, or any other event, team Christmas party, other team functions. You can add them all right here onto the calendar. Now anything you add event-wise or game-wise is going to automatically come on the calendar, and if any of your families have the iCal feed right here feeding into their iPhone or into their Android device or Outlook or whatever other device they're using, any other calendar program, as soon as you update it here, it should be instantaneous. It will automatically update them there end as well, which is pretty cool. So let's get into this event thing. You can go down to your little Bantam calendar or your team calendar, and you're going to go ahead and click view all. Once you're here, you notice the editing goes away. That's okay, don't worry about that. Find the event that you want to manipulate. We'll pick this practice here, and you'll see that light switch appear again. Just click it back to edit, and that'll allow you to go into a settings tab right here where you can edit this event. Only this event, please. If you select all events in the series, it'll change every single Thursday practice for the Bantams, because that's what we selected. So only this event. Here, let's say the time has changed from 9 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can switch it right there. You got an end time. Let's say you still kept the ice till 10. There you go. The location, put whatever you want in there. Obviously, if it's a Whitestown rink, it's going to go there. No need for a description. If you don't want to, click Save Changes, and it will save. I, of course, will not save this because I do not want to actually manipulate this. That is how you easily go ahead and modify an event. Going back to the page, you need to add an event. you can simply go right here to the settings button and click add event. When you add event, please notice that the date defaults to today's date. So let's say there's an open ice slot on Sunday morning the 20th at 7 a.m. Nobody claimed it and the Bantams want to take it. You're going to go ahead and click the date, 12/20, the time, 7 a.m. Ice time ends at, let's say, 7:50. Event name, Bantam practice. Location, Whitestown. And that's it. Now you'll see the currently selected tags up here. This is also quite important. This tells the system what calendar to put this on. So if you have people who are signed up for the iCal feed, you're going to want to make sure that's going to the Bantams. If this is going to be open, say, to more than just Bantams, let's say they're going to share this with another team, you can go down here and you can go ahead and select more tags if you want. Once you're done with this, click create this event and it's going to go ahead and put it on there. Again, just because I don't want to actually create it, I'm going to cancel it. So that's how you add an event, and that is how you manipulate an event. You can also delete an event simply by going back to the calendar, select the event that you want to get rid of. Again, you click that edit tab and all you need to do here is delete. Again, please, only this event. If you do all events in the series, it'll take off every single practice. So if you're just deleting one event, just select only this event, delete event, and you're done. Again, I'm going to have to cancel. Let's move on to games. When you're on your team's page, you're going to click game schedule right here, and that's going to bring up the game schedule that are already in here. Now you'll notice that I took the liberty at the beginning of the season to load in all these away slots that you may or may not have. If you schedule a game for one of those dates, you're just going to go ahead and edit it. So find whatever day it is. You can do that either up here or down here in the actual list. Let's say we schedule a game for Saturday, January 9th. Actually, bear with me a second because I do have a game that I actually have to put in here right now, I believe. Unless I already did. I already did. Okay, scratch that. So just go to whatever date it is. Let's say it's for Saturday, January 9th. Click the to be determined. And then you're simply going to go to this little settings gear icon again and edit the game details. It's an away slot. Team number 2, just go ahead and add it in here. Let's say we're playing Clinton. The time is stuck on to be determined. Uncheck that box and go ahead and select the game time. Description you can take out if you choose. And then venue. This is very important. If you have any families who are using our app, you may have noticed if you're using the app that there's a little link for a map. This gives them directions right on their cell phone. You can go ahead and type in Clinton Arena. And what I've done is I've gone to Google Maps for most of the games that I've loaded in here. I'll Google the address and I'll copy and paste the link right into here. That's going to allow the families to go ahead and just click that little map icon on their smartphone, and their navigation will start right there on their phone itself, which is pretty neat. So feel free to utilize that as well. When you're all set, save details, and that's going to go ahead and update this game. We'll go back to game schedule. Now let's say you want to add a game from scratch. You don't have a to be determined in here or anything like that. All you have to do is click add game right up here. You select if you're home or away, whatever team you're playing. We'll use Clinton again. Remember, this is going to default to today's date. So you're going to want to add the date, and make sure you have the correct date, and time, select whatever time it is, and go down to venue and of course type in the location information as well there. Create game, and that'll put it on your schedule. So that's how you add a game. That's how you update these to be determined slots as well. If you need to get rid of a game, let's say right here at Oswego it got canceled, go ahead and click the time of the game, and all you need to do from here is go back to that settings gear, delete, type in the word delete to confirm, and then click delete. That'll take it off. We'll go back to game schedule again, and I'll show you how to score a game. You'll see that I have these finals in here, and I have scores over here so far throughout the year. If you want to go ahead and score a game, you can click this quick score icon. Game status, it's now final. And unfortunately, we lost this game of Skinny Atlas with about 15 seconds left. Hell of a game though. Way to go, Pat. Good job. Click save, and it's updated. You can also quick score a game on the app as well. If you need any help with the app, you can do certain things on it. Just see me, and I can show you a couple things on there. So that's it for adding games and quick scoring games and deleting games and doing game stuff. Some other things you can do on here: roster. You can manipulate the roster a little bit, change numbers if you need to, remove a player if you need to. It's pretty self-explanatory. Player stats and team stats. I have not been keeping track of this because I've been the only one doing it. Feel free to add stats if you wish for your team. It will keep the team record right here for you, as you can see. We're 6-5 right now. That's just from doing those quick scores. Photos. Again, you can upload photos. You can edit these albums. Here's just one particular album that we have. There's a video as well. A video section anyway. Now if we go back home to the Bantam, you can do one other thing here. Team news. If you wish to get an announcement out, or just write up something such as I did here, the Bantams did a little charity thing right before Thanksgiving. You can add that right here. Just add article. You're going to want to make it published when you want to publish it, of course. Date and time you want it published. Title and author are required, and your content goes down here. Again, pretty self-explanatory. And the really neat thing about this too is when you add an article to your team news, you'll see on the front page here we have this news and announcement section. It'll automatically populate on there as well. That's it. Again, pretty self-explanatory. It can get a little tricky. The main things, I think, are making sure you have the correct dates in there. That can get a little tricky. And just please, again, make sure you don't add too much, don't change the content, don't get rid of any of these calendars or anything. Please, we're asking you as an organization. If you have any questions from here on out, please feel free to contact me. If you're watching this video and I'm no longer with the organization, which should be in about a couple of years when my oldest is done playing, unless my little one starts playing, just contact your webmaster, whoever that might be at that time. If you have any questions, again, please just contact me, Matt DeSalvo, Head of Coaches, Co-Webmaster. And that's it. Have a great season. Go Wolfpack.